You may or may not have seen the cute little Instagram video I did with my little pumpkin here. It looks much better in the dark, but I'm going to show you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because the light doesn't look as good in the dark. But this is my little pumpkin. And I basically just made it to slip over the top. It's not meant to be permanent, because this way I can get more use out of it. I bought this in Michael's last year. And what's cool about this one is if you switch it to this side, it changes color. And then you switch it off and to the other side, and then it has the flicker. So it's kind of a really cool imitation tea light. But I wanted to try and use it, and I came up with this. So I used the artbooking cartridge, and on page 55 of the artbooking cartridge, I used these two shapes. Now, here's a little tip, and this I've discovered from playing around and using the artbooking cartridge numerous times. Anytime I want to make a project, I always try stuff out on scratch paper or leftover cardstock first to see if it's going to cut it or if it's the right size. So I played around with this a little bit, and I've discovered something. When you're using the real dial size with any of the images on the Cricut cartridge, or I don't know if it's just this one in particular or any Cricut cartridge, but when you enter in the dial size, it's going to take the vertical size, not the width. It's going to go with your height. So you want to try and figure out by looking at the image and using, whatever it is you're going to build it around, and get an idea for the size. So I took my ruler and I kind of just measured it and thought, oh, 4 inches might be good. So I went with 4 inches and I played around, and it actually works. So I'm using a piece of Gold Rush cardstock from Close to My Heart and the artbooking cartridge, and I can cut these both of them out at the same time since I'm cutting the same color. So what I want to do is select the base image first, the background image, or the solid image, and it's letter I. So on the keypad, you're going to look for letter I. And you want to make sure that since this says icon, you want to make sure that icon is selected, which I already have selected. And then I'm going to just choose letter I. And if you look at the little screen here, the little pumpkin will pop up. Then I want to hit Shift Lock and hit the same key, and it'll bring up the jack-o'-lantern face, because anything in this anything in this row, you would use the Shift key for, kind of similar to a typewriter or a computer. So it'll actually cut both of those out at the size I want. Now, hopefully, if my paper is stuck down well enough, it will cut those shapes out for me. Then, while that's cutting, the other thing you're going to need to make your little pumpkin stand up around your fake candle. You can also do this with the smaller ones, but you would probably just want a smaller size. I just took a 1-inch square piece of cardstock, and then I cut it in half, and then I folded it in half. And I'll show you, these are going to be your hinges for your pumpkin. And see, it's not stuck, so I have to stop. Okay, so I stopped it, I unloaded the mat, and I just rotated the paper so I wouldn't waste my paper. Sometimes it happens, the paper doesn't stick. I also reduced the speed so that it wouldn't be cutting as fast, so hopefully that helps and it won't move around again. But it's trial and error, it happens. But anyway, you're gonna, like I said, you want to take your little 1-inch square and then cut it in half and then fold your pieces in half. And this will be your hinge. Okay, so you unload your mat and then you just take your pieces off. They come off super easy. And this is the easy part. Now, they're not going to line up exactly, which doesn't matter because you're going to pop it out anyway. But you just take adhesive, a little bit of adhesive. I hope I'm in the screen here. It's hard to tell. because I'm not actually. You just take a little bit of adhesive and put it on the inside, and then you take a little bit of adhesive here, do the same thing. And once you have it on, then you just put some adhesive on the opposite side of the flap. Now you can use stronger adhesive. You can use the double stick adhesive. That would probably actually work better. And then you just want to line up your jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin, whatever you want to call it. And you can probably do this with any other shape, like a skull, or if you like Michael, you can maybe make a Michael face if you have, or if you want to cut that out. So there you go. It's pretty easy. There it is. It's that simple. And it looks really cool. Make sure, if you want to see the video, you can go to my my Facebook page. It's on my Facebook page. Just Google, or if you're on Facebook. Actually, I'll just put the link up here so that you can see where to go. And I will probably also post it to my blog as well, which is, as most of you know, istampwithtlc.com. Oh, and my son is deciding that he wants to join in on the fun too. So enjoy. I hope you get a chance to make some cute little jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that you can keep indoors that won't eventually spoil. So have fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.